Okay, I just want to take a quick second to show this off before I give it back to him. But this is the one I did for a friend of mine. He wanted it upgraded from max sound, kind of like I do mine. These LGTs here. So Profi, his speaker was going out. Added one of the extensions from Vire, and or LGT, and we added this pommel to it with drilled out, very crappily by me, an Elite Smuggler's Outpost 28mm speaker. And I did all the little things I do to mine to get it airtight as I can, so it blows the sound back out down the bottom instead of up the chassis, which is just a bunch of cheap crap. I'll stick that on the end if you're interested. But it's easy to do, and it doesn't cost much, and it does seem to help. The best thing you can do though is drill a hole out, no matter what speaker you got. It just really opens it up. So this is I'm gonna show you ESB Graflex, just because it's one of the sharpest, clearest ones I got, and it's kind of become a favorite. Okay.
Your destiny lies with me, Skywalker.
That's a dark, elite dark. Sorry. Anyway, had a lot of fun and didn't screw it up. So, like I said, I'll stick that on the end here if anybody cares, but it's not hard and it's cheap, and make it as airtight as possible. I'll show you what I do. And kind of redneck ingenuity and funny. Catch you guys later. Okay, so here's what I do to get max sound out of my LGT Profi. Because I learned really quickly when I got in this hobby back in October that I wasn't going to have the money or the funds to buy hilt after hilt after hilt. And LGT was a very economical way to get into this, and I've been very pleased with what I've purchased so far. All these parts and pieces have been fun to play with. I do want nice hilts, but down the road, I'm going to get a Graflex first probably. But no rush on that, because these sound and look so great in the dark, especially. So here's what I do. I just take my chassis. One thing I do also on all of mine, or both my Profis, cut a notch out over the boot and reset buttons, so you don't have to take the chassis apart, especially because of the nickel mod. So I put a nickel in the end of the chassis and glue it up all nasty. Put some glue in where the wires go through. I got a piece of foam. I don't think you can see it. Yeah, piece of foam behind it, kind of pressing it down just to, back up the glue kind of. On the bottom here, I either take a piece of this white plumbing tape or my thin electrical tape, depending on the gap, to seal it off around the bottom of the chassis. I should probably do it a little lower down, but anyway. The biggest thing I do, though, is this. That's ugly, ignore it. Not real straight. But drilling a hole out, and I drilled all these little holes out too bigger, made the biggest difference in sound over stock speakers, over bass speakers, over Elite speaker, everything. That's the best thing you can do. Cheap, cheap, cheap. Of course, I have to add to the Profis, unless you got a longer handle, one of these extensions. I glue in the hole. I notch it out for the speaker. And I've been putting a little strip of plumber's tape around it too. And I also, if you can see it, yeah, that little O-ring there. That's a 1/16 OD, a 7/8 ID O-ring from Lowe's for like less than $2. And yeah, it seems to be working great. I'm gonna probably modify this, put the tape lower down just to see. Probably won't make much difference at all. But I'm really happy with the setup and the sound, and I don't know what else I could do. I'm sure I'll tinker as I go. But that's all. That's all I do, and it costs probably less than $5 for all of it. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later. May the force be with you.